You know I love my country. There's no other country better than mine. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Hey, hey, Guyana is nice, Guyana is fun, Guyana is clean, Guyana is green, Guyana got oil, Guyana got gold, Guyana got young and Guyana got old. I ain't talking no more. Guyana got things, we growing wings and developing things. The government real and that's a big deal. I'm singing from my heart, Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. This is Quincy Anderson. You know I love my country. There's no other country better than mine. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Hey, hey, Guyana is nice, Guyana is fun, Guyana is clean, Guyana is green, Guyana got oil, Guyana got gold, Guyana got young and Guyana got old. I ain't talking no more. Guyana got things, we growing wings and developing things. The government real and that's a big deal. I'm singing from my heart, Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place.
Hey, yo, my G, where you from?
Clear. Guyana.
Ghana?
No, Guyana.
Yeah, yeah.
Hello, Wagwan.
Yeah.
I came from a land. It have many water, many great sons and many daughters. And we have the land, yo, where many ask for. We never see Katrina, nah, those disaster. I feel nice, we come from the golden city. Girl born in gold dust, so we show them pretty. The man full of faith, me nah know none must slippy. Guyana, me say big up on no city. Cause this is the dear land of the free, land of the many waters, resources and trees, land of the rivers and seas. I proud, Phoebe, Guyanese, land of the Amerindians, the Africans, the East Indians, and Portuguese, not to mention the Europeans and the Chinese. Them feel blessed from Guyana, this breeze. Cause enough people tour around the world and ask about Guyana, but don't know where that is. That is the last city of El Dorado in the world. That is the land where we live, land of the biggest one-drop falls. Plus we have the longest floating bridge. We from South America, some say the Caribbean, but still a thanks we a give. Alright, 1, 2, mic check. View from gravity, are the nicest. Match time, my city, are the hypest. We see them gyal wind up in a some liquor tight dress. We hustle from morning till night catch them finno. Guyanese get a youth not like rest. House and car them finno we like press. Check the bank line them. We not like check. We got gold and diamond, them thing priceless. Timber bauxite, then check the aisle next. GDF, Miami is the finest. I mean I talk about the sugar, nor the rice yet. So a Marshall, I drop the Guyanese bomb for feed the nation, that's the Guyanese plan. Big up a kilo, them with them Guyanese land, Guyana, that's where them Guyanese from. People tour around the world and ask about Guyana, but don't know where that is. That is the last city of El Dorado in the world. That is the land where we live, land of the biggest one-drop falls. Plus we have the longest floating bridge. We from South America, some say the Caribbean, but still a thanks we a give. I came from a land, it have many water, many great sons and many daughter. Is we have the land, what many ask for, we never see Katrina or nah, those disaster. I feel nice, we come from the golden city. Girl born in gold dust, so we sure them pretty. The man full of faith, we nah know none must slippy. Guyana, we say big up on no city. Enough people tour around the world and ask about Guyana, but don't know where that is. That is the last city of El Dorado in the world. That is the land where we live, land of the biggest one-drop falls. Plus we have the longest floating bridge. We from South America, some say the Caribbean, but still a thanks we a give. Hello, Wagwan. I did it fully, a one-time records, a 592, we think that. Hello, Wagwan.
Hey yo, my G, where you from?
Guyana.
Yeah, yeah,
Hello, Wagwan.
yeah.
I came from a land, it have many water, many great sons and many daughter. And we have the land, yo, where many ask for. We never see Katrina, nah, those disaster. I feel nice, we come from the golden city. Girl born in gold dust, so we show them pretty. The man full of faith, we nah know none must slippy. Guyana, me say big up on no city. Cause this is the dear land of the free, land of the many waters, resources and trees, land of the rivers and seas. I proud, Phoebe, Guyanese, land of the Amerindians, the Africans, the East Indians, and Portuguese, not to mention the Europeans and the Chinese. Them feel blessed from Guyana, this breeze. Cause enough people tour around the world and ask about Guyana, but don't know where that is. That is the last city of El Dorado in the world. That is the land where we live, land of the biggest one-drop falls. Plus we have the longest floating bridge. We from South America, some say the Caribbean, but still a thanks we a give. Alright, 1, 2, mic check. View from gravity, are the nicest. Match time, my city, are the hypest. We see them gyal wind up in a some liquor tight dress. We hustle from morning till night catch them finno. Guyanese get a youth not like rest. House and car them finno we like press. Check the bank line them. We not like check. We got gold and diamond, them thing priceless. Timber bauxite, then check the aisle next. GDF, Miami is the finest. I mean I talk about the sugar, nor the rice yet. So a Marshall, I drop the Guyanese bomb for feed the nation, that's the Guyanese plan. Big up a kilo, them with them Guyanese land, Guyana, that's where them Guyanese from. People tour around the world and ask about Guyana, but don't know where that is. That is the last city of El Dorado in the world. That is the land where we live, land of the biggest one-drop falls. Plus we have the longest floating bridge. We from South America, some say the Caribbean, but still a thanks we a give. I came from a land, it have many water, many great sons and many daughter. Is we have the land, what many ask for, we never see Katrina or nah, those disaster. I feel nice, we come from the golden city. Girl born in gold dust, so we sure them pretty. The man full of faith, we nah know none must slippy. Guyana, we say big up on no city. Enough people tour around the world and ask about Guyana, but don't know where that is. That is the last city of El Dorado in the world. That is the land where me live. Land of the biggest one drop fast. Plus we have the longest floating bridge. We from South America. Some say the Caribbean, but still a thanks we a give. Hello, Wagwan. I the nuclear family. Every master one up fully. A one-time records. A 592. We think that. Hello, Wagwan.
Hey, yo, my G.
Good morning, tune. Welcome to another episode of Livewire. It is the 23rd of June, 2026. Happy to be here with you for yet another episode. Good. Right. Happy to be here with you for yet another episode. Morning to the persons joining us across the 10 administrative regions. Morning to the persons joining us across the diaspora. Special good morning to those persons in the comment section. Happy to have you guys here with us. Please remember to give us a share so we can have the widest viewership possible. Guys, I was just sharing with you some imagery from the ongoing works at they haven't named the bridge, but this is the bridge that will connect Mackenzie and Wismar in Linden. It's across the Demerara as well, just as the Barajagio River Bridge. But this construction here is currently going on in Linden Region 10. They are replacing the one-lane bridge, which you'll see off to the right of the image, which Lindeners had to suffer through for quite a long time. As you could see, there's a spanking new 4-lane bridge there under construction, roundabouts on both sides of the bridge so as to allow for the free flow of traffic. And this is what you get. This is what you get from a PVPC administration, right? You get progress, you get tangible things you can see and touch, or you could say, yes, this is how we would have benefited, right? This is what we would have, this is how our community would have benefited. There's no project of this magnitude. Somebody saying no sound? What? Just confirm that you guys are hearing me. I don't know if Philip trolling me or not. Philip Gonraj. I definitely seen more no sound. Philip, you might need to refresh your page, right? You might need to refresh your page. But as I was saying, Linden has consistently seen development under PPPC administrations. Again, sorry guys, just hold a second. Right. Sorry about that. But as I was saying, consecutive PPPC administrations have invested heavily in Linden, right? And that is something Lindeners can definitely say they've not seen under PNC administrations. Not so long ago, the Lord protectors of everyone in Linden and every Afro-Guyanese community across this country had the opportunity to propel. Yeah, well, something definitely wrong with your phone, Philip. You got to check that out, right? As I was saying, not so long ago, the political party that has been named Lord Protector of all Afro-Guyanese across this country by themselves, the title of Lord Protector was bestowed upon that party by themselves, right? Had an opportunity to advance Linden, advance Afro-Guyanese. You remember, Afro-Guyanese have been held back, held down. You understand? They don't have a fair opportunity to get anything or acquire wealth in this country, according to some. But lo and behold, when anything transformative is happening in Afro-Guyanese communities, usually it's not under the banner of a PNC, APNU, AFC, or WIN. You understand? Guyanese and Lindeners, despite how they may operate, and not all Lindeners, despite how they may operate, have confidence in the PPPC administration. The PPPC administration. And that confidence is translated into tangible benefits when they look around their community in terms of community roads, drainage, bridge, schools, healthcare, tourism, agriculture, whatever sector you want to call it. When that road that connects Lethem to Linden is completed, to asphaltic surface, to complement this bridge that is currently under construction. Do you know how this will transform the community of Linden? I've said here to you on previous shows that it is cheaper for, wow, this AC kicking this morning. Y'all hold on a second. Hold a second. Jesus, peace. Ooh-wee. With your remote. Right, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. That's the last. I don't know. It's raining heavily here in Region 4 and Region 3. So I guess the AC decided to show off itself this morning, right? But once this bridge is finished, the road to Lethem is finished, and these two major infrastructural projects are there to complement each other. I've said to you that it is cheaper for Brazilians to bring produce that they're shipping out of the country to Linden, which has a deep water port, instead of going to Manaus or wherever it is in Brazil to get to the coast, right? Do you understand the transformative nature of what is about to take place in Linden? When ships that would usually have to dock in Georgetown or dock somewhere along the coast of Brazil now can come to Linden, not just for bauxite, but for produce to export to the rest of the world. You understand? That's money for Lindeners, hoteliers, food vendors. You understand? The spin-off is so much. It is so much, right? So just to give you a glimpse of the current construction of the bridge linking Wismar and Mackenzie in Region 10, works are moving apace, and I'm pretty sure once this bridge comes online, Lindeners are going to be grateful because of the president and the vice president often does a calculation in terms of the time that you spend in traffic. That time can now be allotted to something else, your family, a side business, something, right? You don't have to be sitting on one side of the bridge waiting to cross whilst another side is coming. Everybody can flow smoothly. We have seen the benefits of the Barajagdio River Bridge that has brought ease to residents of Region 3 and persons from Region 4 and elsewhere who are conducting business in Region 3. You don't have to check a schedule. You don't have to drive up to the bridge and wait. Movements upon movements upon movements. And that is what Guyanese are interested in. Development, not the foolishness that comes out of parties like this one, right?
With not a cow, black belly sheep, or staff in sight. All I'm seeing is a rice eater dog.
Azadin, I agree with you. Only thing, the quantity of dogs, in my view, differ. Right? The quantity of the rice-eater dogs viewed in the video, I beg to differ. Morning to the Office of the Prime Minister Representative in Region 7, Mr. Earing Ward, joining us on the live. Right? I think it's 2 rice-eaters there.
It's white elephant.
You are one. 2 rice-eaters stand up next to each other. 2 rice. I'll have her contact you. Right? 2 rice-eaters in the video. Right? 2 rice-eaters in this video. All Azadin Mohammed can do is go around to make himself a fool. That's all he does. Azadin had Azadin has not done anything of this magnitude anywhere. The claim that he built more houses for Guyanese people than the government is a prime example of the idiocy exhibited by this young man. Right? Embarrassing idiocy. And more, we keep seeing that the level of idiocy from Azadin Mohammed is like it ain't got no bottom. It's never ending. You could fall through the rabbit hole and never get to the bottom. Because when you think we've seen the pinnacle of stupidity from Azadin, he's come again. He's come again. Right? So yes, 2 rice eaters there. You and the dog. And I'm telling you this in the raw. Right? In the raw. So, that aside, let's get to some serious things. So this young lady, after receiving a rebuff from the speaker and several other persons, decided to make a video to try and explain herself, right? And Tabitha, good effort. But I want to say to you this morning, Tabitha, this is not victimization. What we're dealing with here currently as it relates to these parliamentary committees is mathematics. It is procedure, right? And it is respect for parliamentary proportionality. The opposition, Tabitha, and the APNU wanted the speaker to bend the rules after FGM, Forward Movement Guyana, failed to earn enough electoral strength for committee entitlement. Right? So again, it's like when an APNU wanted to give Forward Movement Guyana a participationary certificate, just to participating. You don't got to win nothing. You don't got to have the confidence of the people. But because you participated, you jump in. You jump in a seat here. Right? So Tabitha's entire argument starts from the wrong premise. She keeps repeating that any member of the National Assembly is eligible for committee membership. That is true in a general sense, but the eligibility is not, I should say, eligibility is not the same as entitlement. A person may be eligible to serve, but the party must still be entitled to a seat under the proportional allocation system. The standing orders say committees must reflect, as far as possible, the balance of parties in the National Assembly. And the clerk has publicly explained that the committee membership is based on the number of seats each party holds in Parliament. One cannot donate parliamentary entitlement like a private property. This is not something Azadine owns. How could one want to operate in this manner? You sharing out thing like this is yours to share away. Tabitha admits the real issue. If you listen to the video, Forward Movement Guyana did not qualify for a committee seat based on the calculation. So when tried to give Forward Movement Guyana one of its spaces, that is not how parliamentary proportionality works. Committee seats are not political gifts to be traded between parties. Wynn's attempt to place Forward Move the Amanza into a Wynn allocated space is no longer reflecting Wynn's representation. The speaker did not block Amanza personally. The formula blocked Forward Movement Guyana. The speaker ruled that Amanza's nomination was inadmissible because Forward Movement Guyana did not meet the threshold required to secure a seat on the committees. That is very different from saying the speaker targeted her. Tabitha is trying to turn a procedural decision into a political scandal. Her video repeatedly suggests unfair treatment, some sort of ulterior motive, a setup. She makes it seem like Amanza and the opposition were hoodwinked. You understand? And it was some sort of pretentious move. But the issue is simple. The opposition wanted a result that the committee formula did not support. The speaker stood his ground because once you bend the rules for one party, every future committee becomes vulnerable to political horse trading. And again, this is another rabbit hole that, thank God, the speaker didn't allow us to tumble down. Now, the clerk of the National Assembly's explanation supports what the speaker says, not what Tabitha is bellowing here. The clerk of the National Assembly explained that the formula is not new. It has been used for decades to ensure committees reflect the balance of political representation in the Assembly. That in itself destroys the claim that this was some sudden intervention to punish Amanza and her wishy-washy party. Right? Now, I want you all to understand that Tabitha is just as deceiving as Azra because she selectively quotes the standing orders. She leans heavily on the part saying MPs may be eligible, but she downplays Standing Order 94, which requires committee composition to reflect the balance of parties. Eligibility tells you who can serve, proportionality tells you who gets allocated. The speaker had to consider both, not just the part convenient to win. This committee selection process is not just a rubber stamp. Tabitha, in her video, in relation to this committee selection, says the committee selection is administrative at best and has no power to reject or vary nominations. But the standing orders say standing committees consist of such members as the committee of selection shall determine. If somebody has or something has the ability to determine, if I want to determine whether I got an AC high or low, does that mean that I have a decision to make? Does that mean that I have some sort of power to make a decision? Think about it, Tabitha. Did you read Standing Order 94? Did you read it? Why are you leaving it out? Right? So again, the standing orders say a standing committee says standing committees consist of members as the committee of selection shall determine. And decisions of the committee are reported to the National Assembly. That means, Tabitha, that the committee of selection has a real procedural role, not merely a clerical one. The opposition's own conduct proves they knew that Forward Movement Guyana had no entitlement. Tabitha admits that the calculation gave seats to the APNU, Waste of Wind, and the government, the People's Progressive Party Civic, but none to Forward Movement Guyana. That admission is fatal to her argument. If Forward Movement Guyana was not allocated a seat, the speaker's job was to uphold that calculation, not override it because Win wanted to make a political gesture. So again, this is not about silencing Amanza. Amanza remains a member of parliament. He can speak in the National Assembly about Christina, Doc Corey, wherever she wants. She can raise issues. She can contribute politically and advise her colleagues from the other parties, because not another soul from Forward Movement Guyana got a seat in parliament. In fact, opposition leader, the fugitive offender, As Mohammed, reportedly said she would still assist Odessa on foreign relations. So the claim of total exclusion is exaggerated. She will function as Odessa Primus's personal assistant. You understand? Just outside of where Odessa office is, they got a table and a chair, and it mark a man's Walton Desir. You got a little laptop, you got a printer. So you're part of the process. What happened? You're part of the system. You're assisting. Who more you want? So again, I just want to make it clear. All the speaker did was protect institutional order. If Win could simply transfer one of its committee seats to Forward Movement Guyana, then the APNU could transfer seats. The government members could object, and smaller parties could start bargaining their way into committees outside of the formula. The speaker's position protects Parliament from that sort of chaos. And chaos is a word that is synonymous with win. Anywhere they go, their main aim is chaos. It's not to help anybody. It's not to move any policy or program forward. It's to cause chaos and distraction. Now, Tabitha's statements in this video undermines the very Westminster practices she invokes. Westminster-style parliament depends on rules, proportionality, and respect for the chair. You cannot invoke Westminster tradition only when it suits your preferred nominee, then attack the chair when the rules produce an inconvenient result. Get away from here with that, Tabitha. Get away from here. Committee meetings are not political talk shows. Right? Committee meetings are not political talk shows. Now, Tabitha argued that she can discuss what transpired in the committee of selection. But the standing orders also says committee meetings are held in private, except for specific public exceptions, such as sectorial committees and the Public Accounts Committee. That raises a serious question. Why is the opposition turning private committee proceedings into public agitation? And again, when Win loses, they go to the streets to rile up people, to get people in the feelings. Oh gosh, look what they're doing to this black woman. Look what they're doing to Manzo, a black woman. That is the reaction they want to get from their supporters. Look what the PVP government and the PVP speaker is doing to a black woman. Foolishness. Foolishness. Literally wrong and strong. Tabitha knows the rules, but wants the speaker to break the rules to suit their agenda. You got to tell a man to work harder. You got to tell a man to be better. You got to tell her to stop sing-songing when she's giving speeches around the place. That stuff does annoy people. Tell her to speak like you. You know, when the speaker decided not to allow Win to give forward movement guys their seat, I think he was he was fighting against me. People don't like that man, though. It's pushed him off. So instead of Tabitha help you to be better, she wanted the speaker to break the rules to suit you. The government and the Speaker of the National Assembly are standing on business. They're standing on rules, not personalities. This is not about a Manzo Walton Desire's ability, background, or experience. It is about whether Forward Movement Guyana won enough electoral support to secure committee representation. The answer, based on the formula, is bumbleclot no. Right? No. No. Or as a man would say it, no. So Tabitha wants political convenience to defeat electoral reality. Forward Movement Guyana secured 4,302 votes in the 2025 election. This is according to the Demerara Waves reporting. And the speaker's position was that this is not enough. Under proportionality, to place Forward Movement Guyana on a committee. It is not enough. You need to do more, right? And mind you, this 4,302 and 2 votes is not just Forward Movement Guyana, you know. This is VPAC supporters. This is the Deportee Apostle supporters as well. Had to come together with Forward Guyana supporters to 4,332 votes. It is not enough. It was not enough, and it will not be enough in the future. Amanzo. Now, the real issue is that Win overpromised and now wants to blame the speaker. They made a promise and wants to blame the speaker. If Win told FGM or Amanza that she would be placed on committees, that was Win's political gamble. The speaker is not responsible for rescuing the opposition from a promise that the standing orders and the formulas could not accommodate. And for somebody like Amanzo, you could say you're a seasoned politician. You've been in parliament for a while. You realize that that was a stupid promise. They couldn't deliver. Manzo, you couldn't realize who's this? Abu Sharif. I wasn't running from anything. You understand? Anyway, don't let me lie. anyway, as I was saying, Win overpromised. Amanza, as a senior politician, well, not senior, an experienced politician from the PNC, APNU, should have known there's no way that a political party could just give another political party a seat on a committee. Can Tabitha or Amanza give us one instance, one, not two, one instance in Guyana's history where that has happened? Guyana's parliamentary history where that has happened. Can she give us one instance where in the Westminster system, like she's mentioning, that she could say this has happened in another territory under the Westminster system? I would wait patiently for that. But as of now, Tabitha Sarabo Haley is confusing eligibility with entitlement. The speaker did not silence Amanza. The numbers did not support Forward Guyana Movement's claim. Win cannot donate committee seats like a campaign favor. The committee of selection is not a rubber stamp for opposition convenience. Parliament is governed by standing orders, not by emotional Facebook statements. And if the formula gave Forward Guyana Movement no seat, then the speaker's duty would be to uphold the formula, not bend it. Again, the opposition, APNU and Win, knew Amanza had no allocation. Tabitha admitted that herself. This is not discrimination. This is proportional representation at work. You cannot lose the numbers, then blame the referee. The speaker did exactly what a speaker should do. Stand on the rules, protect the institution, and refuse to let Politics override procedure. The public must not be fooled by Tabitha Sarabu Haley's attempt to dress up a political complaint as a constitutional crisis. The facts are clear. Forward Guyana movement did not earn enough representation to secure committee placement under the formula. Not the formula they make up yesterday. Not that the formula that they decide to put in place because win in parliament. The formula that was used when Amanza was in parliament on the APNU, before Amanza go to parliament, before Tabitha go to parliament, all the time, same thing. Same formula. Win tried to use its own allocation to insert another party's MP. The Speaker and the Committee of Selection stood firm because Parliament cannot be run on side deals. It must be run on rules, proportionality, and respect for the standing orders. So Amanda and Tabitha, I urge the two of you to have several seats. Right? Have several seats. Because at the end of the day, Prince, pick up yourself. Bye, see you got little soup trouble, bye. Oh, you gotta pick your battles, brother. I hear you, but you gotta pick your battles. Jesus Christ. Right? Jesus Christ. At the end of the day, it's about the rules and we're following the rules. We don't care how you feel, Tabitha. We don't care how left out Amanza feels. You get her to work harder. Tell her stop singing to people at the podium. And Christine, using $600 to go to work. How is she supposed to survive? Just on $600. Stop your stupidness. Stop your nonsense. Stop your nonsense. Work harder. Go to the ground. Go to the ground and work harder. You go on the ground and win hearts and minds. You go on the ground and win hearts and minds. Win people over to supporting you. Don't let win in its normal bullying tactics try to insert you where you do not belong. You belong in parliament. You don't belong on any of the committees. That's not for you. Right? That is not for you. You sit in the National Assembly, you leave the committees alone. Let Tabitha tell you what happened in the committee. Right? You let Odessa, who is the head of the foreign relations. Oh! This is why I said politics in Guyana seems like a story in a comedy show. Could you imagine a comedian is the head of the Foreign Relations Committee? A comedian without an active US visa? Well, Amanza, here is what. I don't know what the rules say about this, but maybe Odessa could send you in her place, then you report back to her, and then Odessa report back to the committee. So you're going to still play a role. Right, Aman? Zaza? Amanza? Oh my gosh. Hey, look. Oh man. Politics in Guyana, boy. Sometimes you just got to laugh. Look, something I was supposed to address since the other day, but it slipped me. I saw Prince post something that I reposted this morning. And in closing, so Onyx Duncan, the most unrecognizable political figure in the opposition, like nobody got no following, right? Decide to attack Minister Ramson in relation to a mispronunciation he did in Parliament a couple of years ago, quite some time ago. That was when they was in government. I think so. I can't remember. I know it was in Parliament. I can't remember if it was. No, it had to be in opposition because at that time he had not become a minister as yet. Mike, my very close friend Mike has asked me to be careful because we know that a certain MP has a proclivity to assaulting men. I don't want nobody beat me, and a man's a tall. A man. Mike, huge trouble. A man said, don't beat me. Don't beat me, please. Please. But back to Minister Ramson. So I saw Onyx Duncan decide to attack Minister Ramson because as the foreigners would know, I don't really follow basketball. As the foreigners would know, the Americans mostly, the New York Knicks, Knickerbockers, I think is the right name, won the NBA championship, I think it is. Right? And before the final game, Minister Ramson, who is an avid basketball player, since I've known Minister Ramson, and I'm talking about when his father was Minister Legal Affairs. I didn't know him personally, but I would see him around the place. And he has always been interested in sports. He has always been a basketball player, right? So imagine the minister put a Knicks sticker on his vehicle showing, well, he's supporting the Knicks, right? For the NBA basketball playoffs. And Onisha Duncan decides to make a video trying to be relevant, calling the minister Batty Lion, which I think was very disrespectful. And I'm like, how you calling people Batty Lion when you could be deemed as the king of the pride of Batty Lions? You want to know what I'm talking about? Look. Imagine this boy.
Parliament today, and I saw Batty Lion.
What if he is? But Batty Lion, no so true somos. You need to stop your nonsense. Certain things, I swear the opposite. Certain people shouldn't jump on. Right? Certain things, certain people should not have jumped on. Now you calling a man Batty Lion, and you wrong the place looking like
Minister of Culture, Youth and Sports. Hold up. I just was at part.
Mufasa. If they had a pride of Batty Lions, Onyx Duncan, you are Mufasa. You're the leader of the... Look at that. But he calling people Batty Lion.
I saw Batty Lion. Minister of Culture, Youth and Sports. Hold up.
Rasta man don't apologize to nobody, boy.
Look. Oh man, listen, I don't know what's wrong with some of y'all. Leave certain topics alone. leave certain things alone. He went on in his video to say something like he's never seen he has never seen by popular demand on Facebook, on WhatsApp. We gotta run the video again.
Parliament today, and I saw Batty Lion, Minister of Culture, Youth and Sports, pull up.
Rastaman don't apologize to nobody, boy. If you're this King Selassie, I'm a gunshot, you boy. Let me do one of the girls, because of them have the joy. And the lake of fire, me dash you, boy. Bad man don't apologize to nobody, boy. If you're this black people, I'm a gun, we shot you, boy. Let me do one.
You understand? Prince on another level, you know. This man is a comic G. I swear to God. You understand? Onyx, you got no apology to get. You got an apology to get from me, you know. None. And as soon as you jump out, the dogs them ready.
And the girls, because of them have the joy in the lake of
In the lake of fire with that shit boy. I'm talking specifically to Onyx Duncan and no one else. Specifically to Onyx Duncan and no one else. Onyx Mufasa Duncan, the leader of the Batty Lion Pride. Right? The leader of the Batty Lion Pride. You Onyx. Imagine. So as I was saying, he went on in the video to suggest that he's never seen the minister support the Golden Jaguars or the Amazon Warriors like that. Right? That is to show you how out of touch and how retarded. I take that back. Bad word to use. That's to show you the level of idiocy in Onyx Duncan. Multiple occasions we've seen Minister Ramson posting about the Amazon Warriors, posting about the Golden Jaguars, posting about our track and field athletes, posting about different disciplines of Guyanese sport, men and women. This girl, the table tennis girl, man, Ejil, I can't remember she first name, posting and promoting our local sportsmen and women, wearing Guyana Amazon Warriors jerseys, wearing the Golden Jaguars jerseys. And just because this basketball player of a minister decide to put a sticker in relation to the basketball team he's supporting for the NBA playoffs, this one here jump out the boots. And I mean, when I say boots, he's stilettos. Jump out his stilettos and plainly disrespectful.
I just was at Parliament today, and I saw Batty Lion, Minister of Culture, Youth and Sports, pull up.
Rastaman don't apologize to nobody, boy. If you're this King Selassie, I'm a gunshot, you boy. Let me do one of the girls, because of them have the joy. And the lake of fire, me dash you, boy. Bad man don't apologize to nobody, boy. If you're this black people, I'm a gun, we shot you, boy. Let me do one of the girls, because of them have the joy. And the lake of fire, me dash you. Aha!
You understand? You got no apology to get from me or Prince. None. Right? Not a single apology. And every time you jump out, the boots, we're going to pull you up. This other worries Michael Richmond. Y'all remember the other day, I was dealing with something in relation to him. He then went on to attack Nkosi Williams and Small Man President. And both of them lashy. I loved it. I enjoyed it. You understand me? Because guess what? Just like Small Man President and just like Nkosi Williams, that wretch of a Michael Richmond never got anything, whether directly or indirectly, from the APNU AFC government. You understand? He's just a heavy-tongued wretch that like to run his mouth, and he can't even do that properly. You put Michael Richmond to stand up in front of you and debate. Michael, I challenge you to a live debate to show people the level of stupidity you are and that you're a chat GPT baby. Right? You remember I tell you Michael used to work for me? Every story you're running through the AI, 90% AI, 80% AI. That was Michael Richmond. And I could say that without fear, favor, affliction, or ill will. The boy is a wretch. You understand me? Then he went to post, under the post I made, that I owe him money from when he was working with me. Lying on me, impugning my character as a businessman, that I owe his salary. Right? So he said what he had to say. Then I said what I had to say. He called me a cockroach and all kind of thing. So I say, your mother's a cockroach. You know, Michael called me. No, sorry. Courdel, if I say something about you, you should say back. I said, Michael, you choose to say what you want. I chose to say what I want. If you got problem, you meet me and let me sort it out. You chose to lie on me to say that I didn't pay you. And Michael, if a lion, you make a post a line, let me play the call recording. If I am lying on you, Michael Richmond, you say publicly that I'm lying, let me upload the conversation we had on the phone. Wretch. Right? Claim me pay you. So when I tell you about your mother, I pay your mother. Your mother's a cockroach. But you choose to say what you want to say and lie on me. I choose to say she's the cockroach. You understand me? He run quick to Facebook, apologize to small man president, apologize to Nkosi. You don't stand on business, brother. The party you represent don't stand on business. Y'all are a pack of jokers. Y'all are a pack of jokers. And you as the representative, Michael Richmond, it shows the deficiency of intellectual minds in there. You and Onisha. You understand me? You and Onisha. Watch this one. Watch this one. Granger look like the Viagra still surging through his body. Look. Let me take off the chat. Granger look like the Viagra still surging through his body. And you talking about Batty Lion to a sitting minister of government? Are you able to reach to the heights of Charles Ramson Jr.? What's your biggest accomplishment, Onyx Duncan? Anybody select you to represent anybody anyway? Wretch. Look at you. Look. Granger Viagra or Cialis still coursing through your veins. You could see it. Look. Look at this boy. 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 Onyx, get from here. Get from here. Go back to the daddy AFC that you came from. Go back to the daddy AFC that you came from, wretch. Good for nothing. All these people like this banner, I'm going to call you nothing else because at the end of the day, these people are a blight on this nation. People like Onyx Duncan. They never have anything constructive to say. Y'all remember when I think it was some Spanish people that come to town, Venezuelans or something. The AFC picked them up, got them wrong around the place, right? I think it was Minister McCoy went out to see how he could assist them and whatnot. And whilst Minister McCoy trying to engage, Onyx Duncan behind the minister with the phone. Literally, y'all check the video. It's still up. This is what Onyx Duncan do. And I'm like, to what end? To what end? We're trying to show which man does operate like this. I saw you winking up. I am going up. Y'all know me lying to y'all. Y'all see the video. It was there. I said, what a bomber. What a bomber clot? Bomber clot is this? But what a bomber clot? Woo! Hey guys, I out to here. I gotta get to work. Y'all have a wonderful. It's the dog and the baby and the boy after the video. Wait. What?
Rasta man don't apologize to nobody, boy. If you're this King Selassie, I'm a gunshot, you boy. Give me the one of the girls, don't cause them have the joy. And the lake of fire, me dash you, boy. Bad man don't apologize to nobody, boy. If you're this black people, I'm a gun, we shot you, boy. Give me the one of the girls, don't cause them have the joy.
In the lake of fire, we dash you, boy. Anyway, that's all for me. Y'all continue to have... Y'all continue to have a wonderful day. Be good Guyanese out there. I'm begging you guys, especially here in Guyana, slow the F down. Slow down. Look at that accident with that bus. I'm glad that the magistrate remand those people. You understand? We got to start implementing serious consequences in relation to these things. Right? I don't know what to say. I don't know what more the police can do. The police cannot stage a police rank at every single corner out there to ensure that people do what they're supposed to do. You as drivers need to chill out. Chill out. Oh gosh. Too many lives being lost, too many people being maimed and injured, too much property damage. Please take it light on the road, right? Anyway, my people, as I usually say before I go, it's all about peace, it's all about love, it's all about Guyana.
We are a peaceful people, struggle as we struggle. And we don't look for trouble, just ask around. But when outside faces from foreign places talk about taking over, we ain't backing down. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. This land is all I know. We're gonna make it somehow. We will bend like a bow, but never break. Our fathers came here, and they lived and died here. And we ain't moving nowhere, make no mistake. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no trees.